Hello, I'm Gavin Townsend, here today with Sam Walker, an international pro golfer, sponsored by the Belfry and is ranked within the top 200 pro golfers in the world. Sam, nice to see you today. If you'd like to introduce yourself, that'd be fantastic.
Sam Walker, professional golfer, European Tour player for 2012.
So, why golf, Sam?
I was just given a golf club when I was 6 years of age, and I just took a great interest to it, and I've just progressed all the way on to now to playing at a professional level.
And at what age were you identified to be such a great golfer?
11. I was told, and I was picked to play for my country at 11 and I was the lowest golfer at 11 for under 18 golf.
Okay. And so as a golfer at 11 years of age, you were actually ranked at the
top level as junior golf.
Top level as junior golf.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And at what age did you buy your first golf club or golf set?
Well, I didn't really buy my golf clubs because my uncle was a good golfer, so he used to just pass his old golf clubs down to me.
All right.
So that's what just got me into really just progressing with it all the time. I was interested in football, but golf was more my game because I was good at football, but I wasn't very quick, so it was.
But your passion always lied with golf?
Yeah, always been golf.
Yeah.
Always been golf, and playing for your country is a massive achievement at an early age that I was at, and that just carried on, and I had the support from my family.
That's good. That's really good. And have you found that's worked really well for you, having the support? Yeah,
of course. Everybody likes to have the support from the family, but in a sport that I do, travelling all over the world, it's massive.
And it must be draining and hard work being away from friends and family all the time.
Yeah, it is. You are out there in a lonely environment because it's an individual sport. But you do have friends out there, but deep down, it's nice to have your family and real close friends around you.
So obviously with the press and PR around golf, on the individual golfers, it looks as if these individuals are at the top of their game all year round, but they don't actually see the behind the scenes with these people.
They don't. They always see. I'd say a sporting front. It's we stand out there and we stand in the public eye. Okay, for golf enthusiasts, but we have to still put on a front, and we also have to, off course, it's more or less like a deep breath and get back to your real life, which is, for me. So do
you find that you switch off? Do you go from being Sam, the easy outgoing guy in his family, personal life, to Sam, the focused golfer?
Yeah, you do.
Go into the zone.
You do. That's why there's so many big people in psychology and and fitness side of things. That's where they put you into that frame of mind.
And do you find psychology really helps with your sport?
Oh, it's massive. It's massive. You got to be upbeat every day. Even I find I'm better off course as well with it. Because I have it every day. And I think that's massive in golf.
Yeah, it's massive in any sport really. And obviously, to be at the top of your game all year round, it's blooming hard.
Yeah. It is. It is. We have to do a lot more things outside of golf. With say personally fitness side of things. We train 3 times a week to a certain level where we have to keep everything in tune.
So elaborate on that. So when you say in tune, what sort of exercise do you do?
Core strength, because we have to move our shoulders a lot. We have to swing our arms and hold our strength in our legs as well. So it's a lot of core strength, which like we all know comes from the middle, from your abs. But we also work a lot on our strengthening of our legs because we have to walk all the time. But also for creating a lot of power, we also strengthen our shoulders, but also have a good flexibility.
Sure. So help with the full range of the swing in motion?
Yeah, just everything to our full strength, where everything's tightening up all the time. And that's where that's why we exercise well, people don't think that we do because
No.
we're golfers.
Yeah, they think you're left arm swilling, beer drinking, folk on a golf course randomly playing away.
I think we classed in the same bracket as darts people. I think
it's a little bit more physical.
Well,
sorry, darts players.
Yeah, we walk a little bit. Yeah. But no,
we do a bit of walking.
Yeah, but no, it's we have to have everything. I think from personally the last few years of where I've been at my lowest, but I've got back to being at my best at the moment.
So what has been the best moment as a pro for you?
I think when I was on tour in 07, when I was in the top 100.
You were 79th, was it?
Yes, 79th on the Order of Merit, which it's a massive achievement for somebody that's, and it just showed from my playing ability that I was good enough to compete at the top level all the time, and which I was doing, which is a massive.
Who have you come up against in the past? What sort of
Tiger Woods?
You've come up against Tiger Woods?
Montgomery, big
Really?
names, Lee Westwood, Darren Clark, Ernie Els. They're all golfers, the world's best golfers.
Yeah. So what was it like to be up against Tiger Woods?
At the end of the day, he's in the same tournament, but you've got to back to focusing. You've got to do your own thing. It's an individual sport, and that's what I've got to do.
Sure.
My personal self, you have to be on your best. You can't just focus about somebody else that's could go wrong for them, and you could beat them without even trying sometimes. And that's
amazing.
But it's nice to just have the opportunity to compete in that sort of standard.
Amazing. So not many people can say that they've been up against Tiger Woods, especially in a golf tournament. And golf takes you all over the world. Where's been your most favourite tournament, and why?
South Africa is my greatest place. Cape Town and Johannesburg. First of all, because the golf courses they're fantastic.
Impeccable condition.
Yeah, but also they have a great support for golf. South Africans do, and you get a lot of support. But it's also the weather's always fantastic. So
they're quite positive people, considering.
Yeah, they are. They're quite very. Yeah, they're very upbeat about themselves a lot, which is good. They've got a good attitude. Which
Absolutely.
Is good.
And how many times a week do you play?
When I'm home, in the winter periods, I play say twice a week. I try and play twice a week because one, I need to keep myself in shape with my swing, but also, I just play because I just love playing golf. And the banter's just amazing.
So you play twice a week at the moment. Obviously, it's your off season because it's December, and then 11 months straight from January to November, is it?
Yeah, to December. Yeah, so the first week's in December. So, it's massive, which is good for me. So.
And have you got any great tips for keen golfers who want to come up against the likes of Tiger Woods one day?
Just keen golfers. They just need to keep practicing very hard, and
keep dedicated.
Yeah, stay dedicated and stay and just stay focused. I think focus is a massive in golf. You've got to be focused on your job, and if that's what you want to do, who knows, you can do it.
Absolutely, and it's all about staying focused and being persistent and not giving up at it. Really.
No. Some people think that they should. Oh, I'm fed up with it because I'm not playing very well at the moment. But there's always a good round, always round the corner. Absolutely. It's like anything you do.
So when talking about rounds, when's your next tournament?
I'm off to South Africa in January.
So you're going to look forward to that one then?
Yeah.
For a holiday or just
no golfing? Golfing. Back to work. Back to work for.
So again, I don't say many people can't say they go to South Africa for work.
No. A lot of people say
play a bit of golf.
Lucky. You're very lucky to do what you do.
Absolutely.
I am. I'm very lucky, and I'm really privileged to what I do. It's a lot of people at the moment. It's a struggling environment. But, we're very lucky. Same for footballers. We're in the same bracket. We've been well looked after.
But it's not as if you have been handed it on a plate. You've had to work blooming hard for it.
Yeah. I've had to put all my time and day into everything. I do everything my way, and I've had to put a lot of effort into it.
And it's like with anything in life, if you don't get out unless you put
it in.
Absolutely.
We don't. And you're right. And that's why I love training with the athletes, because Olympic athletes, they don't get much funding.
No.
And that's where you get.
You train at Birchfield Harriers then?
Yeah. Birchfield Harriers, where all the top Olympic coaches, top Olympic athletes, famous, world famous, that I train with. And you can you can bounce off them.
Absolutely.
Because they don't get much, but they train.
It's the reason why I'm involved with athletes, because especially with Julian Thomas, I mentioned before, he's on some other videos as well with myself.
Yeah. He's
probably one of the most focused sports individuals I've come across.
Top guy.
Who's unfortunately had to be faced with so many barriers over the last few years. But
but Julian, you know what Julian is, well I can say from meeting Julian, from the experience of training, and he actually was going to start off training me, but because of his injuries, but he come back, and he's a strong-minded person, you know, so that's what's great about him. You know, he's got that motivation, he's got the mind, and he's a hard-working kid, so you know, and he's still young.
And good luck to him next year.
Yeah, it is. Good
so
luck
what's
to
your view on the Olympics next year?
Mine? You know, I think personally it's going to be good in certain ways.
You looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Any particular sports?
I only watch certain. I love watching the 100 metres.
Okay.
Because it's, you know, it's the best.
Have you got tickets for next year?
No.
You haven't?
No. I'm going to wait for them.
You are?
Wait for my famous friend. It's to wait for him to jump. No, I'm going to. I just like watching people who I know from training, and that, you know, and I think a lot of them have been underestimated. Yeah,
you've got a lot of underdogs for next year.
Yeah,
and it's quite a shame to see how much money and funding's been spent on the actual development of the sites around London and on the marketing of it all, but there's very little for the athletes.
Yeah, true. It is. You know, but you know, they think they know what's going to be good to advertise Olympic athletes, but you know.
And on one hand, it's beneficial for the economy of the country, because obviously people from all over the world are going to be spectating and coming over.
Yeah.
But on the other side, we've got all these great athletes, and
that no one really knows.
No one really knows, and no one wants to support until they make it. So good luck to all of them next year.
Yeah.
So, with the Olympics next year, with your eyes on the 100 metres, are there any other sports in particular you like, or is it just
within like the Olympics? I think it's more. I like watching great athletes, which is 100 metres, 200 metres, 400 metres, because of Usain Bolt. But also I like watching the triple jump because of Philip Sodaro.
He's a friend of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and what other sporting athletes are you friends with? Whichever ones.
Athletes.
We're talking about athletes.
Louise will probably say that it's. No, you're not. But we are, because of banter from work.
So Louise Hazel.
Yeah, Louise Hazel. You know, you've got a lot of good friends, I think, that are like outside of that, and they're in football, you know.
Who do you know in football?
Kevin Phillips, ex-England international, top Sunderland goal scorer, golden boot holder, twice.
And you know, was it Jamie Redknapp?
Jamie Redknapp.
Yeah.
You know, and then you've got people in music and things like that. The DJ Spoonie, which everybody knows.
And you're out playing golf in this week.
Yeah, Friday we go and play golf. But you know, because of the job I do, I get into that environment. So it's, you know, it's not. It's
not that they call you up randomly and say, "Hi Sam, I don't know you from Adam, but would you like to come play golf?"
we get introduced in certain easy ways, you know, and that's quite hard, I think, for some people, because.
Well, you're people at the end of the day, whether you've got money or whether you're famous or not. Well, everyone likes a bit of banter, don't they?
They do, yeah.
So,
especially me.
Well, look, Sam, it's been a pleasure seeing you today, and thank you for the interview. No. So, thank you for watching, guys. Sam Walker, Gavin Townsend. Speak to you soon.